Enjoy this warm-up video of less than and greater than.
And 824. The gator eats the one that's worth more. He looks at the place values from left to right. It's the greatest hundreds place, so he takes a big bite. The hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. 355 and 332. The gator needs to eat the one with the greater value. He looks at the place values from left to right. Five's the greatest tens place, so he takes a big bite. The hungry alligator eats the number that's greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. 145 and 149. The gator needs the greater value on the number line. He looks at the place values from left to right. Nine's the greatest ones place, so he takes a big bite. The hungry alligator eats the number that's greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. Now the numbers are the same on both sides. The gator wants to eat, but he can't decide. Neither is greater or less. It's a perfect tie. So the alligator writes an equal sign. The hungry alligator eats the number that's greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. The hungry alligator eats the number that's greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. If there's a line underneath the greater than sign, greater than or equal to is how to sign is defined. I'll write a line underneath the less than sign, and less than or equal to is the name of the design.
Hi there. I'm an alligator, so let's keep this snappy. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you that the greater than symbol goes from big to small, and it's called the greater than symbol. The less than symbol goes from small to big, and it's called the less than symbol. The larger number always goes on the open side of the angle. For example, this reads as 50 is greater than 10, and this is read as 10 is less than 50.
Alrighty, you twos, this is medium maths. We're going to be looking at greater than and less than. So we're going to be using the partitioning skill that we developed the other day a little bit to figure out what numbers are bigger and smaller. Okay, so to start off with, let's do one together. Which number is greater than? One way we can work this out is to partition the numbers, so split them up into their place value. I like to do a little chart like this to help me figure out which numbers go where. Let's do a little comparison below. Okay, so I've got my place value chart and I've partitioned my numbers into their place value column. So to figure out what number is the biggest, we go from left to right to see which number is the bigger one. So first number we've got here is we've got a 5 in the tens column. To the left, we've got an 8 in the ones column. So we've got 58. In this one, we've got 5 in the tens column as well. And over here, we've got a 2 in the ones column. So to work this one out, we can need to compare the numbers. So from left to right, we've got 5 here and 5 here. That really doesn't tell us which number is bigger because they're the same. So we need to move to the left space again to the ones column to see which number is bigger there. Here we've got an 8 and a 2. So which number is bigger? It's the 8. So our 8 is greater than 52. If you watch the little video, it's got little crocodile teeth. So the crocodile would rather eat 58 than 52 because this is bigger. Let's try with a bigger number this time. Which number is greater than? Let's partition the numbers so we can figure it out. Okay, so we've split our numbers into their place value column. Let's draw one down here to help us figure it out. Alright, starting again from left to right, we've got a 1 in the hundredth column, 0 in the tens, and 2 in the ones. So let's draw that out. Same again, left to right. Okay, so we've got our two numbers there. Now, to figure out which one's bigger, we need to work from left to right to see which one is the bigger number. So here we've got a 1 in the hundreds column here and 1 in the hundreds column here. That doesn't really tell us much, so we need to move on to the next one. We're in the tens column now. We've got a 0 in the tens column and there's another 0 in the tens column. That still doesn't tell us much, so we need to move on again to the ones column. What have we got here? We've got a 2 in the ones column and a 9 in the ones column. So which number is bigger? It's the 9. So we've got 102 is less than 109. So whatever number you've got in front is the number that is the smaller one. If you've got your little crocodile teeth facing that one, that is the greater number. Because remember, the crocodile wants to eat 109, not 102. He wants the most. Alrighty guys, I'll quickly show you what happens when you've got a number that is the same. So if I was to do 20 and 20 and split them up into their place value, I need to figure out which number is bigger here, which number is greater. So if I was to do another little chart down here, we've got nothing in the hundreds, so we leave that blank, or you can write a 0. I sometimes write a 0 just to remind me that there is a number there, but it's 0. Okay, but we'll leave that blank for now. We don't really need this column. We don't want to confuse ourselves. Okay, so we've got 2 in the tens and 0 in the ones. Now, even though there is a 0 there, we definitely do need to write it, okay? Because if we don't write it or include it, we forget that it's there. And then sometimes we forget what the number might be. So it's important that we include that. Over here, we've also got 2 in the tens and 0 in the ones again. Now we need to figure out which number is bigger. So here we've got a 2 in the tens and a 2 in the tens. That doesn't tell us much, does it? So we move to the right, so we always start from the left and go to the right to figure out which number is bigger. In the ones column, we've got a 0 and a 0. So these numbers are exactly the same. So when this happens, we write an equal sign like that. Your task today is to recognize which numbers are greater than and less than. Use the symbols, the greater than and less than, and equals to work out which number are bigger and smaller. Have a go at pausing this video and writing down these numbers. After you've done mine, do 6 of your own. If you want to challenge yourself, have a go at doing these ones too. Fill in the blanks to make sure that the equals or greater and less than sign is correct.